better job opportunities, and he gets mixed up in that drug ring, that ring of marijuana that's brewing down there. But yeah, check it out. It's a really good show. Nice. I'm only a couple episodes in, but it's pretty awesome.
Narcos Mexico.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have just one.
Okay.
As well. I went to see Widows.
Oh, nice.
This past Sunday, and it is fucking brilliant.
Nice.
From Steve McQueen, I believe the director's name is. It has an all-star cast: Liam Neeson, Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez. I know I'm forgetting. So John Bernthal.
He's in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert Duvall, Colin Farrell.
What's the guy's name from Get Out?
I always forget. He has like a long name.
Yeah. He's in that.
Yeah. Well, he's fucking one of the best. Probably the best part of the fucking movie, man.
Nice.
Crazy ass. a 180 from anything I've ever seen him do. Yeah. Anyway, this is very liberating for women, I think, too. It's a very masterful heist film.
Okay.
But it's deeply layered with family and relationships and all these different things going on, but it's all tightly written, executed brilliantly. One of the top 5 of the year, I think. It'll definitely be, we'll be talking about this more when we do the December top films with Mr. Chris, who's actually here somewhere in the background. But Widows, okay. Check it out.
It's in theaters
as soon as you can. Yeah, I feel like it's a sleeper hit right now. I mean, the critics are loving it, but I'm not hearing too much hearsay from people.
Yeah.
So yeah, go out and support that because it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Very, very entertaining stuff. And with that being said, we're gonna jump into our main focus.
And now for the movie focus of the week.
Alright, so tonight we're talking about The Devil's Candy. Yeah. It's got a whopping 91 on Rotten. It's basically, in a nutshell, about a painter for hire who is forced to protect his family from the devil in disguise.
Yeah. An insane-ass movie.
Directed and written by Sean Byrne. So, why did you pick this movie, and how did you think about wrapping it up?
I picked it because I don't know, I thought it would be something fun to kind of review. Pretty interesting movie. I watched it because you said it was a pretty good movie. You had mentioned it.
Yeah, but I said that like a year ago.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of not that I'm not hating it. Just it kind of hit me over the head with the Devil's Candy's relevant again.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was totally awesome. It was just by a random choice. Like we talked about it a little bit last week, but I randomly had suggested it to my grandparents to watch it, and
that was a great story. And the way you told that story was fucking great.
It's time to change this.
That's awesome.
Put on some NBC. Yeah.
That's how the movie starts.
It's like,
and he's like, I have to play it loud.
Yeah.
And the mom's like, pack your things up. You're going to the hospital again.
He's like, fuck you, Mom. Fuck you. Fuck you too, Dad. Oh man, yeah, such a crazy opening scene.
It is.
But yeah, it definitely sets the tone for that movie. I would probably give this like a 9.5.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's almost. I mean, it's an awesome movie.
People say, like, I heard Ethan Embry, one of the main actor, he said that it's a slow burner for him, which I guess you can say, but it's so good at building its atmosphere that it's not boring
at all
whatsoever.
Yeah, and I didn't feel bored at any point throughout this movie.
Even like the editing and the texture of the way they shot, it's all so intriguing, and it kind of comes together to make this weird, like, something that I don't think I've ever seen before quite like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Even with the mixing the music, like the metal with the composed music, it's just so eerie. And
I was going to say that
weird.
with just the way they mix everything, the exact same way how everything meshes with this movie, and it totally fits the theme and what they were going for
consistently.
Yes,
because that's
the whole thing.
That's a key thing for a film, is to, you can have a brilliant opening and then have it all fall apart, you know, and to keep that fluidity is what makes masterpieces.
Yes.
And I think this is one of them. A lot more people need to know about this movie, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you finally came around and checked it out and finished it up.
Yes.
You could have not turned it back on, but you did, and you want to do an episode about it, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely a great conversation piece.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The acting is brilliant, I think, in this.
Like, what's the actor's name who plays the guy from the beginning? The big guy. I don't remember his name, but he always plays such a good, like, weird... He's really good at playing a weird kind of...
Pruitt Taylor Vince, I think his name is.
He's really good at playing...
You're talking about the
heavyset guy with the jumpsuit, yeah. He's really good at playing that kind of off-putting, something unsettling about this guy. But
is he the one... He's not in Identity, right?
in Identity...
Have you seen Identity?
I might have, I don't know.
Oh, okay, never mind. But I think I could be wrong, but I think he might be the same actor from the end of Identity.
Okay.
But so you want to talk about the movie, like what happens in the movie? Then?
Oh yeah.
So we start off with what's his name? Raymond? And he has this fucking problem. He's in his bedroom. He's trying to drown out this sound.
Yeah, because he wakes up from a dead sleep, basically.
And there's something talking to him.
You can hear that the whispering.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, the way that
definitely some shit playing backwards or something.
Yeah, sounds pretty awesome.
But so he grabs his Red Flying V electric guitar, and he starts just playing some crazy chords.
Yes.
Over and over again, loud as he fucking possibly can. He wakes up his mom. His mom goes upstairs.
She's like, "It's late.
What are you doing?" And he's like, I gotta play it loud.
He's like, "That's the only way I can get the voices out of my head."
It's like he wants to drown out these things that are telling him to do bad stuff. Yeah. So she unplugs, I think she unplugs the amp. She says, "Pack up your stuff, you're going back to the hospital." Yeah. And he seems kind of sad, and she turns her back to him and starts to go down the stairs, and then she turns around and we see Raymond attack her with the guitar. He smashes her in the face. She falls back, very elegantly shot. Yes. Mind you. So she falls to her death. And this is when his dad comes home.
Yeah, he's right at the bottom of the stairs, basically.
With the flowers or something?
It was flowers or like a bottle or something of like champagne or something.
Then he sees his wife is deceased. Yeah. And the fucking crazy chords are still going upstairs.
Start shredding.
He looks upstairs, and then we roll the title card. Yeah. Devil's Candy.
Awesome.
Crazy opening.
Yes. For sure.
And then we meet Jesse.
Yes,
who is this kind of rugged painter. Yes. And he has a family, a young daughter who's probably at that time, like middle school maybe? Beginning high school?
Yeah, like a freshman maybe or something.
Yeah. And his wife. Yes. His daughter's name is Zoe. And his wife her name is Astrid. Excuse me.
Astrid.
Basically, they right after the time of the parents of the house their death, obviously the house goes up,
goes for sale.
For sale.
Yeah.
And this unassuming family comes along,
and what a great price, It's so cheap and such a big, giant house. And
they're obviously on a budget, a struggling family. The guy's a painter, artist. We all know artists don't ever, usually they don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Or it takes them a while to really get grounded in that sense. So they go to the open house. Mm-hmm. They love it. There's a huge garage thing barn for his studio.
Yes.
And the dad, what's his name again? Jesse falls in love.
Yes.
Falls in love with the studio. So
this place is awesome.
Yeah, he starts making excuses, like whatever it is, he doesn't care. He wants to take the house. So then the real estate agent,
he's like, I gotta be totally honest with you. There was a death here in the house.
Or two,
yeah. And then like a poor old woman fell down the stairs, and her husband couldn't take it anymore, and he passed away from heartbreak. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, he's like, it's not too bad, just whatever. He's like, just 2 old people died.
And Astrid, his girlfriend, wife?
His girlfriend, I think, or wife, I think.
Oh, okay. They don't really
say,
but anyway. She kind of looks at him and she's like, I don't know about this. Isn't that a little weird? They send the daughter outside so she doesn't hear too much. Yeah. But she's already knows what's up. Mm-hmm. And he's like, we can make this work. Like, we should get it. It's a beautiful house. Yeah. It's okay. And I know the daughter has her doubts because the room that they want to give her is covered in teddy bears. Yeah. And the thing about this family is they're middle. How do you say, like alternative rockers? I guess you would say.
Because he's like,
in layman terms,
he's like, we'll cover the whole all the walls with all your posters.
Yeah, he's like, don't even worry, you're not going to see them because you have so many posters. Yeah. And then she's just like, oh well, if there's even one teddy still exposed, you got to buy me more posters.
No problem.
So you get really attached to this family quite quickly. Mm-hmm. They do the kind of montage of them moving in. Yeah. Very kind of cheerful. Probably the only really happy moment in the movie.
Yes.
And what happens then?
That's when. Is that when? What's his name? Ray gets gets the kid in the park, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he wakes up and he hears the backwards talk from the devil. It's like, and he's driving up at a park or a field, and he sees these 2 kids, kind of an older brother and a younger brother, playing with their dog, walking to the park.
Yep.
Follows them, and the older brother is playing fetch with their dog. He leaves the younger brother on the swing, and he tosses the ball into the woods, kind of bounces into the woods. The dog goes and follows after it, and the dog doesn't come back, and he's like, I'll be right back. I'm going to go see what's wrong with the dog. And so he takes off, and then the shot that they have with the kids swinging is insane, because it's all kind of it's in slow motion. Then you see Ray's character, he picks up a big ass rock and it's just behind the kid as he's swinging back, and then you see him kind of going forward to hit him in the head. Mm-hmm. And then it cuts. And at that point, that's when my grandparents were like, what are we watching? But and that's probably as far as we got. But
your family's anti-child murder?
Yeah, something wrong with them.
It's okay.
It's PC family. And that's when it cuts to later that night, and he is pulling up to a hotel, opening up the trunk with the child still. He's wrapped up in a rug, mm-hmm. I think. And you see him carrying him to the door, and then the bag starts.
He's still alive.
He starts shaking, because he's still alive, and then he hits him in the head, I think, to kind of knock him out, and then he goes into the hotel room, and then you hear, is there metal playing in that part?
No, I think it's the